I had always been cooperative with the HOA. When they asked to use a small portion of my land for a community project, I didn't hesitate. "Sure, just make sure it's temporary and respects my property," I said. Little did I know that small favor would turn into a multi-million-dollar nightmare for them. Over the next few months, I noticed more activity than I expected. Trucks, construction crews, and even heavy machinery appeared on my land, supposedly for landscaping and community improvements, but something felt off. I decided to inspect the site personally, and that's when I discovered the shocking truth. They hadn't just used my land for a small project. They had built 100 homes, each neatly lined up as if this were a full-scale development. And here's the kicker, they did it without my permission. Every single contract, permit, and agreement had been forged or misrepresented. They thought I wouldn't notice, or worse, that I'd be too afraid to act. I immediately contacted my attorney, who confirmed my suspicions. The HOA had committed outright fraud and trespassing. Not only were they on my property illegally, but they were also profiting from it. The potential losses to them were staggering, running into millions of dollars. When the case went to court, the HOA tried to argue that I had implicitly allowed them to build. But the evidence was overwhelming. Emails, text messages, and witness testimony all showed that their expansion was deliberate and unauthorized. One by one, their defenses fell apart. Finally, the judge ruled in my favor. Every single structure built on my land was declared illegal, and the HOA was ordered to demolish the homes and compensate me for damages. The amount of money they lost in legal fees, fines, and the cost of dismantling the properties was astronomical. I had always believed in cooperation and compromise. But this experience taught me a harsh lesson. Never underestimate greed. The HOA learned it the hard way, losing millions because they assumed I'd turn a blind eye. As for me, I reclaimed my land, my peace of mind, and a story that serves as a warning to anyone who thinks they can exploit generosity for personal gain.